Hello, fabulous people. This is the Together podcast, and this is the place where Cherise and I come together to help you get it together for your everyday business life. So we hope you enjoy.
Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. We are here and we are trying to be fabulous, but we have both been plagued by technology issues. And so we're going to talk about a little bit about that tonight. Because if I can save you guys any of the pain that I've gone through over the last couple of days. So the little micro center man was just like, "You here again?" I know. Like,
yeah, I'm here again.
I'm here again.
Yeah.
So, because everything I did yesterday didn't fix the problem, so I had to come back today, and I wound up having just to buy a whole new computer. But it was so funny. The little man was like, "You here again?"
I know, girl. Yeah,
So
it's
first
crazy.
of all, how you doing, Cherise? Just how you doing? How's life going?
Life is going well. I cannot complain. Never ever will I ever complain.
All right.
You know?
Never ever complain.
Mm-mm.
Okay. And so we're going to just talk about some basic kind of things to take care of your business tonight. So on the technology side. And so I'm doing okay now that I've made it through this technology madness, and I think I got it figured out, and I think it's going to be, it should be better. I should be set up for hopefully the next 3 years and shouldn't have another problem for at least the next 2
good.
years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So first thing I want to talk about is backing up your information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so I know somebody will say this is overkill, but I believe you should have a hard drive somewhere and the cloud.
Yep.
So actually, when I went to University of Georgia, we actually had a whole building burned down. And so all of the, documents in that building and everything. Now, this is like 1995, 4, 5, 6, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And so, of course, it was a lot more things on paper than it is today. Mm-hmm. But still, I think because of that experience always in the back of my head, I'm like, the building could be burned down. So somewhere where all of our servers are being kept and all of our information is on the various servers, the building could burn down or something could happen to their servers or the company could go out of business. We never know how some company is handling their funds on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
And so I definitely would strongly suggest everybody have a hard drive where they're backing everything up. I suggest you back up everything to your hard drive weekly. Mm-hmm. And then you, of course, also have a cloud that automatically backs things up on your system. So you can get, you can do something simple like it's a couple of different type of clouds you can have. And I'm not a tech expert at all, at all. But being in business requires you to wear different hats. And so one of the hats that I have to wear sometimes is technology and protecting my content and just doing some basic things. And so I know there's multiple apps out there, but there's two in particularly, like Dropbox will literally copy your files and you can have your files online. And then there's also an app, and you can just probably Google Cloud Backup, where you kind of put it on your computer and you just work and it just automatically backs up everything, and it puts a little green leaf beside it so that you know that all the files are backed up and updated. You can also get a home server to back up everything, which is a little bit different from an external hard drive. It's a little bit bigger, and you can get everything to back up on your home server weekly. So, so those are my biggest things. Especially if you are, like Cherise and I are doing these videos. So this is content. This content we might decide to turn it into a workshop later. We might decide to turn it into blogs. We might decide to turn it into some type of video series. Like this content, I want you guys to think of any content you create as gold. And so you got to hold on to it. You don't want to lose it from year to year to year and not know. And so really, 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 please, please, please try to make sure it's backed up so that you can get to it when you need it or if something happens. And so one of my colleagues, which is how I learned about the having an automatic backup to the cloud, and shoot, you know what? I might go ahead and get that service too. Is her laptop got stolen out of her car,
Yeah.
and so you got to think very practical things. If your laptop was to get stolen out your car tomorrow, would you be okay?
Yeah.
Like, it's a pain to get everything reloaded on another laptop and you might cry, but would you be okay? Like, would you be
okay?
Like, at the very least, miss a week's worth of content?
Yeah.
And maybe because we didn't make it to that last backup and then keep it moving.
Yeah.
And so that's just something very practical and real. You have to think about your practice, your business, whatever, of like, how am I going to have that digital security? So, all right, Cherise, I've been talking for probably a good 5 minutes. So,
well, you said some
what do you wish you knew? What do you want people to know?
Yeah, some key things that you said, Natalie, was the content. Like, that's your digital real estate. You have to really think of it, like the level of value, like that's your money. Yeah. That is your, that's your value there, wherever you have it saved. And understand what storage means. Understand what backing up means, because I'll admit, I didn't want to understand what it meant. And it's stuff, girl, I got stuff in places you don't even want to look at how long I had stuff backed up. Not backed up, I'll say. Right. So understand what that looks like. Understand this iCloud thing. Don't keep walking around saying, what is the iCloud? What is that?
What's this
iCloud
talking about it? Right.
It costs you a little money, and it's part of being in business. It's part of protecting yourself. Yeah. So it's going to cost you, and it's okay. Understand what it is, so that all of your digital content, whatever content you have, will be somewhere backed up, saved, because you will be stuck. A lot of things that I didn't get backed up, I forgot that I needed until the moment I needed it. And I'm like, oh my God, it didn't save, So things like that is really important. And, just going back to the basics and understanding, like, this freaking understand your devices. I'm an iPhone person. So all my stuff is pretty much connected. Yeah. I'm sure all the devices have somewhere connecting to another, all the different carriers or whatever. But for me, that works for me, because I know if I don't see it in one place, I'm going to see it in another place and see it in another place. And then those are my reminders. Oh, this is important. I either need to save this or delete this, remove this, So, that's the thing. Just handle your business up front. Right. And value your content.
Value your content. Value your content. So,
I feel like that was one of my biggest challenges, just not really understanding how valuable so many things were. Like, for instance, I'll say, I don't know about you, but I've done so much. I've spoke in front of large audiences. I've, had major events and didn't get any footage.
Yes, really I just made that mistake a couple of weeks ago. Did this talk. The vibe was great. Like, it was absolutely amazing. Not one picture. Like, I can't prove that it happened if I needed to.
Yeah.
And that some people in the audience took pictures and I could go find it on Facebook. Couldn't find the pictures. Couldn't. So that's the thing. So, advice, pro tip for me from now on, if I do another speaking engagement, I got to have at least one friend come with me and take some pictures, some recordings that we could turn into reels. Like, we've got
and it's video, because you can take pictures out of the video. You know what I mean? So make sure, like, pictures are cool, that's fine, but get video. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, please do get video. So I don't know where we started the conversation when we started recording this conversation, but what's bringing this conversation up for me and us tonight, the reason why we're having it is because I have been recording videos consistently since I think last September is when I started. And I ran out of room on my hard drive, which I thought shouldn't happen because it was connected to my Dropbox, which had 2 terabytes. Girl, I know all about terabytes and kilobytes and
okay, you have to school us. You need to
girl,
do
I've
a
been
little
learning so
session
much
on
over the
that.
last couple of days. Because I was like, I don't understand. I got 2 terabytes on Dropbox. I shouldn't be using that up, but somehow because it was tied to my hard drive, it ran out of space. And so let me go ahead and tell any of you guys out there, if you're recording videos and you have not ran out of space yet on your hard drive on your laptop, then that may be coming for you.
Yeah.
So be proactive and go ahead and try to figure out how much space do I have and how much space I'm going to need.
Yeah.
And then you may, if you can, there's a YouTube video for everything. Thank God. Yeah. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ.
YouTube
for all
University.
These, I'm going to say computer savvy men and women who have put videos out there that will walk you through step by step, screen by screen of how to do everything.
Yeah.
Because I had to unhook my Dropbox from my laptop, put it on the new laptop, get it on the hard drive so it wasn't on the external hard drive. Like I've probably watched, I don't even know how many hours of YouTube videos on how to get all of this stuff done. And so I know it's hard. I know you don't want to do it, but go ahead and do it before you get forced into it like I did. And or like one of my best girlfriends right now has been looking for her jump drive. She's been looking for her jump drive for like 2 months. And she's like, I know it's still here somewhere. And so it's like, okay. And then I actually felt a little bad because I already had a home server. And I should have told everybody when I got the home server, I should have told everybody, get a home server and then get you a teenager or somebody who knows something to get your stuff backed up weekly.
Yeah.
Even if you lose your jump drive. And I know she had to feel like that thing was like gold. And like she can't find it. So she's just lost. And so please, 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 please do what you have to do to make sure your stuff is getting backed up weekly. And for me, like my girlfriend was like, having a hard drive and something in the cloud, she felt like was overkill. I don't feel like it's overkill. I feel like that cloud might go down and I need my hard copy. This hard copy might get lost, burnt, or stolen, and I'm gonna need my cloud.
I love it.
And so definitely do that.
All the backup.
And I think the bigger thing is, and if you have to pay somebody, you got to pay somebody. And this is important enough for you to pay somebody. And so you could probably find somebody online, go to the Geek Squad, go somewhere. The little guys at Micro Center probably all have little part-time jobs where they can help people do basic things. So shout out to Micro Center. Thank y'all so much for helping me because I was in there enough times for them to be like, oh, you back? Oh, you back again? Oh, yes, I am. I don't have a problem with it.
Right.
And so like that. I think the bigger thing is, to bring it out to a bigger conversation tonight, is all of these parts of your business and making sure that you're doing what you need to do in all of the parts of your business.
Yeah.
So the tech part is just one part. And I know it's a part. A lot of therapists, we don't like technology. Most of us don't like technology. Some of us do. But we don't like technology. How are hairstylists with technology, Cherise?
Horrible. Horrible. Now, I will say we're good with the phones.
Okay.
I think everyone is decent with their phone, but if you don't have at least 3 streams of income coming through that phone, you ain't no good with the phone. If you're just posting on social media.
Did y'all just feel that tap challenge? Because I think that cut me a little bit. Stepped on my toes. Did y'all?
It needs to.
Okay.
It needs to.
Yeah, all right. 3 streams of income coming through your phone. You ain't using the phone. Okay. What even would you have? Okay, you just blew my mind. Okay, what? How can you be making money like that with your phone? What you mean? Like, break it down.
Natalie, think about it. You have your products. If you have your books. Okay, we about to go somewhere right now because you probably have. I know you got 3 streams of income somewhere. I know for a fact you do.
I mean, yeah,
possible.
Yeah.
Right?
Therapy practice.
I can name them for you.
The practice. I got my practice, and then of course I have associates, and then we try to have events every so often. And I ain't got into products yet, just because I ain't sat down to do the product.
Do you have a class?
I have. In my head, I don't have a class yet that I've done.
Okay, so we didn't finish this conversation from one of our other sessions about the cash.
We did not.
We were supposed to do that because you know what? We have a bad habit of when we jump off here, we don't talk to each other until we get back on the next week, which is an accomplishment.
Right. Yeah, I'm just happy we're okay. Yeah, we're actually both just happy that we are creating content. And so we are do it now, do it better people, do it better later people. And we would invite you to do the same thing, like fix it in the mix. But one of the things that we do need to do is sit down. And I was thinking we might even want to do it online one night so people hear our thinking and hear our process about what we're doing. Because I know some people are like, but I don't know how to apply that. But you're saying that, like, what does that mean? And so we may want to do that one week. Okay, but go ahead with the.
I agree. Play. So what we're going to do is, just so you all will be clear and understand, so you'll stay tuned in, tapped in, we will actually go through. Natalie has a class that she's been wanting to teach.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And, you know, been talking about it, and she already has a format. She knows what she want to teach. So it's the first thing she needs to do is create the flyer for it, for one, make an announcement, create the payment link.
Okay.
That's it. That's how simple it is.
I'm like, what's step 3? Like I'm waiting with baby. Like, what's the next?
Yeah.
Thing? Okay. Create a flyer, create the payment link. Okay.
Canva, you already got a flyer. You already have payment links. People pay you all the time. So you just create that QR code, or you create a link that you can send out to people. If you want to put the bit.ly on it, fine, whatever. But you don't even need to do that.
Yeah.
Long as those people can go and click and pay, that's fine. They see your picture, they see your flyer. Hey, I'm doing a class on blah, 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 and click pay, hit pay.
Yeah.
That's an income stream.
Yeah. Okay.
On your phone, boom, you see it coming in. Right. Oh, somebody paid. Okay. And then ebook, journal.
Yeah.
Which one are you working on, or you have?
I need to do the ebook next. I started it.
Exactly. Okay. So it started. It needs to be finished.
Yes, ma'am. And
it's clicked. So one of my, like, if I am online, Natalie, and I do an announcement about my book, or if I say anything, or if I put up a testimonial about my book, I see people buying my book. It might only be 2 or 3.
Yeah.
At that time, I did the
money in the bank. That's
income stream.
Right. Yes.
Ding, ding, ding. So you have to start simplifying the thought process, because go ahead and complete the income stream. The ebook is an income stream. Complete the ebook so it can be done. So we're on here. Hey guys, well, you can get more information in my ebook. The payment link is in the comments.
Right.
You know, and there it is. Okay.
It is. You're right. The
membership. Memberships. You know, go to your link tree. It's money in that link tree.
Yeah. Let me say this, because I love our transparency and realness. When you say all of that, it's like, I could do that. And then all of a sudden, oh my God, I have so much stuff to do. Like, it's like, I can't even get my social media done consistently. Like, and if I take off work, like, I got to work on this project, and I got to catch up on this, and I'll shoot. And then my bills pay. Have one last time. I'm like, it feels overwhelming. And so so ideally, part of me knows, for me, what I have to do is I have to say, this project is going to get done on this weekend.
Yeah.
And for me specifically, I have to go away to do that. Like, I just need to say, this weekend, I'm going to bang out this project.
Yeah.
Come hell or high water. And I need to go stay in a hotel for the weekend and bang out that project. I prefer a condo on the beach. And I'm trying to upgrade myself to taking like a 3-day cruise next time I can get a project done. So I know that. But what I want you to do is speak to that person who doesn't know how to work through the overwhelm, and the overwhelm, like, flat out stops them. Like, oh my God, because how am I going to on top of. Okay,
so I think we all deal with it on some level. But you have to think about, what are your needs? Do you
money.
have to pay bills?
Look, money and time and money and time.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I hear this so often. That's why I created that cash infusion. But let me be all the way clear. Let me be very transparent and clear. It's not that I don't deal with the same overwhelm. It's just that I learned a skill and a strategy to get myself out of the rut.
Yeah.
But also being clear, that was created with one stream. So that's why I realized, like, oh shoot, you got to have these multiple streams. You got to have more than one, because when you tap out one, you have to tap into another one. But Natalie, the biggest challenge for everyone is you're not marketing yourself.
Yes.
You're not visible enough.
Yeah.
Enough people are not seeing you. So if you're not,
which is why I'm like trying to get my social media done, but that's on top of working and on top of that, it just feels like so much. And then when I sit down,
so
take a nap.
So now that's where
they're like,
this is huge. This is huge, and you'll hear me, because you were there with me when this was coming out of me. That's why that CEO mindset is so important.
Gotcha.
You have to move from that one woman show to CEO. And we talked about this on one other podcast. Okay, but I don't have money to hire people. Right. What did I tell you? It's like you have to find that person. Like, so since we've had our last two podcasts and we were talking about that, I had to find someone to assign to my task list.
Okay.
And you know who it is? It's a good friend of mine who we work together quite a bit. She knows my personality. She knows how I move. She knows my overwhelm. She understands what I'm not getting done. And I asked her, I said, can you please handle my task list? Can you be my accountability partner to my task list?
Wow. Yeah.
Because you know how long that task list is,
girl,
that you're not getting done. That you
it's so long. It's so long. It's long. It's in multiple places. Like it's everywhere. Yeah.
So for me, I have way too much going on, way too many people depending on me. So I'm like, I need, and it just popped in my head, like, I need somebody to handle the task list, because that's what's missing. Like, I'm just over here, just, fumbling over the task list. So I need to be open enough and vulnerable enough to let somebody come in and get in my business and say, this is the list right here. Can you handle this list for me and show me how to execute on this list?
Oh, yeah. That's good. It's
been a game changer. So it's like, which one of your friends?
What I love about that is the ability to see where you're short, like where I'm falling short, and the ability to ask for help and then execute it. Because I know that's really hard to do for some people. It's really hard for me. Yeah.
But that's that CEO mindset. Like that is, and I told you, it's creating, it's building your community, your tribe, your team, evoking the evolution in them, like, how do we evolve together? What do you need to evolve? What do I need to evolve? How do we keep it moving and evolving? And then creating opportunities for ourselves. Right. So what for me is, I'm constantly missing the execution, finishing and completing. I cannot afford, like, the type of things that have fell into my plate, or I don't want to even say fell, that I've attracted, that have come my way. I can't afford it. I can't afford not to execute on it. It's what I've always asked for. And now that it's here, you're going to fumble it?
Yeah.
No, I cannot.
Yeah. There's, I think it's part of a bigger poem, and I can't think of the whole thing right now, but I know it definitely says, it might be a Bible verse, but it says time and chance comes to them all. Like, you will have a chance, like you will have a time. And really, what are you going to do with it when it comes? Like, will you be able to execute on it? Will you be able to, like, make it happen? Because time and chance will come to all of us. And I think about all the people I've heard them say, I had that idea 10 years ago and there it is, because you didn't do anything with it. So now you're looking on Shark Tank and noticing that they did something with the idea, because ideas are going to come forward. Like there are some things that are going to come forth. I think the best way to say it is there's some things that will be birthed in this universe regardless. So it's gonna come to your hands. Either you can catch the ball and run with it, or somebody else is gonna get it. But things are gonna come forth. So
absolutely, So it's simplifying everything for me, because I can't afford to miss any more opportunities. I can't afford to leave any more money on the table. I want all my opportunities and all my money.
Oh, say that. I want all my money. So I would do it. And I think as you say that, one of the things that I usually do when I'm feeling overwhelmed is I ask myself, okay, what's the thing that's closest to the money? If I got 10 things on my list, what's the thing that's closest to the money? And do the money. And sometimes it's like opening the mail and making sure you ain't got a check in there, because you probably got a check in there. It can be that simple sometimes. And then sometimes it's creating the ebook and finishing this and finishing that and finishing this. So, all right.
Closest to the money. I got that.
Okay. Anything else you want to add to tonight? Because I feel like I just get off and go work on my things to do list and my project.
I think we're going to be pretty to the point tonight with that execution. Really, business. Like, so what I'm dealing with quite a few of my clients is the overwhelm is causing them to get stuck and not move on anything. And then when they are moving, they're moving on the lowest totem pole, the lowest hanging fruit. When sometimes the lowest hanging fruit is not quite what you need. You might need the higher ticket. But because you're overwhelmed, your creativity isn't there, your thinking isn't there, and you can't, and even your confidence or belief isn't there to go for the higher ticket, when the higher ticket is what will save the situation and get you out of the overwhelm. So that's why, talk to me. Like, if you feel that way, call me, talk to me. I'm going to talk you through it. I'm going to talk you off the ledge, and we're going to talk through something, and we're going to get you some cash in your account so you can think straight. Because as an entrepreneur, as someone who has a corporate job, if your money isn't right and you can't pay your bills, or you're just in overwhelming, don't know what to pay first, and I know there's so many people in the situation that won't admit it. And the first thing you can do is admit it to somebody so they can help you out of the situation. It's okay.
That's the biggest thing.
You need help.
I actually read that in a book. It was the guy was talking about flying a plane. Brian Tracy, Flight Plan. That's or one of his other books, but it was Brian Tracy. And he was saying that when you're a pilot and you can't see, the first thing you got to do is call out to the people on the ground. And because you don't even need to see, you can get to where you're going by their directions. But you got to call out and tell people you need help. Because he was saying oftentimes somebody can see it so much clearer on the outside than you can on the inside. And it doesn't even take them a lot of time. Like, I just ran into a situation where some people were trying to do something and I came up with that marketing plan just like that. Like, it took me all of 30 minutes to be like, bam, 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 bam. This is your ideal client. This is what you got to do. This, and just be done. And it was done. And so I just think about that because for whatever reason, some people feel like when they're asking other people for help, they're burdening them. Like, I don't want to bother them. I don't want to bother them. And it's not a bother. For me to come up with that marketing plan, it was actually a joy. Actually, I did it as I was procrastinating I'm doing my other work. So I got it done. But it like, I mean, I'm telling you, it took me like 30 minutes, I think, to get a 5-page marketing plan done like that. Thank you, ChatGPT. But it didn't take long at all. And so please know that, like, reach out, ask for help, figure out for yourself what you have to do to pull yourself out of the overwhelm, like learn what your steps are. So like last time I did this, okay, it took me 2 days. Less time, let me try this time and see if it can take me 1 day. All right, and then you want to get that down to hopefully you're only feeling overwhelmed no more than about 10 minutes before you can jump into action. Like the feelings are real, they gonna happen, you know. So like I think my cousin, she texts me like, I think you should be doing a Facebook group. Wait, what? On top of what? Like I can't. So I took a deep breath and then I texted back, you right, I should be doing it. I'm feeling overwhelmed. Can you help me figure it out?
Yeah.
And so she said, yeah, call me. And so
exactly.
we'll see.
Exactly. And maybe she's the one that can help you with your task list too.
Yeah.
You know, like just say, hey, this is my list of I got to do. Can you organize this and can you hold me accountable to it?
Yeah, that'd be great. Organize it and hold me accountable.
Yeah, and the way you love doing that marketing plan and how you pulled it together, I'm quite sure she can pull that task list together for you and hold you accountable by the day.
Probably so. Yeah.
That task list is important.
It so is. It so is. So, okay. All right. Winding us down for this evening. Hey, we want all you guys to look at your technology, your backup systems, and to make sure that you have all of your files, ideas, everything backed up. My personal opinion is that you should have it backed up on the cloud and on the hard drive somewhere. You can get an external hard drive, you can get a home server, you can get something. And I think this is important enough that time you get some extra money, if you can't figure out how to do it on your own, pay somebody, but you really can't figure it out. I mean, YouTube is a thing. Like YouTube University will help you through this basic stuff. Then the second thing we talked about is your phone, another piece of technology, should be bringing you at least 3 lines of income. And so making sure that you're doing that. So a class, an event, an ebook, and then of course, probably your primary business of seeing whatever clients you do. We're assuming you all are service businesses like we are, and their clients. And so whatever maybe your product is or your service is going to be one. That's usually your main one. Everybody usually has at least one source of income. And then Cherise is saying products and classes could be the second and third source. And then we talked about the overwhelm, because the overwhelm is real. And so when she was talking to me, like I felt it, like, oh my God, I got to edit. And so making sure you have a plan and a process for working out of that overwhelm, and making sure part of that plan and process is reaching out and calling out for help.
Yeah, get that help.
Please
and it's just giving me so much information, like and realizing what the people need. So what I'm realizing, Natalie, and I hope I can articulate, I know you'll get it, but I'm realizing what needs to happen. Like I need to create those resources for my people. So if I need that, that means you need that.
Yeah, so, you're right.
You know, my task person, you know, is that something that she can do for 2 or 3 other people?
Yeah.
You know, and how much does that cost a person? You know what I mean? And what's affordable? And also as the CEO, with the CEO mindset, a lot of times you got to remember, most people are used to being paid by the hour.
Yeah.
So you can pay a person by the hour.
Yeah.
And they will be pretty satisfied. So if you need an hour of their time for the week, 2 hours for the week, you know, get the money and pay it. And then you have this done.
That's true. That's
you
true.
Know?
Yeah.
So, and I'm not big on the, the virtual, who is it?
Virtual assistant?
The virtual assistants. Now, I think they're good, right? For a time and a place. But when it comes to hands-on, I need somebody I know personally. If it's one time, If you
Mm-hmm.
can work with me for 1 week, for 7 days, if you can
Mm-hmm.
work with me for 24 hours to help me get
Right.
this task done,
Mm-hmm.
you know, let's get this done so I can get in position, and knock this list out.
Yeah.
So I'm realizing, like, just becoming that resource center for my entrepreneurs, like, in giving, because I'm starting to see what people need.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that, and when you recognize what's needed, like, you need to know day by day, what am I doing today? Oh, if today is marketing day, okay. Today I am marketing. What does my marketing look like?
Yeah.
It's not just the post, it's a certain kind of post that needs to say a certain thing to a certain audience.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, nothing can just be random anymore.
Mm-mm.
You ain't throwing darts no more. That's not
No.
working anymore. You have to be
No.
so intentional about everything you do.
You do have to be very.
So every day has to have a theme.
Yeah.
And a purpose.
Yeah.
Even if it's rest day.
And two things I want to share. I think when you start doing a content calendar and everything has a theme and a purpose every day, like, Tally Up Tuesday, what we reading Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, Freaky Friday. However, it will make things a little bit easier for you.
It does.
When you figure out what your content pillars are, it will make things a little bit easier for you.
Yeah.
So I want to say that. Two, HubSpot. I've been on HubSpot all weekend in between me going back and forth to Micro Center and being on YouTube trying to figure stuff out. They just have some excellent classes out there. So if you guys have not utilized HubSpot, please do. They're just a wonderful free resource for us because they really want to get your business, which isn't just an excellent way to also observe a marketing strategy, because that's their marketing strategy. I'm gonna give you free information. I'm gonna teach you how to do all of these things, and then hopefully you will use our tools to use them. So that's the HubSpot. Now I had a consult with them, and their tools for my business was gonna be like $1,000. All right, I ain't ready for y'all yet. $1,000 per month. But hopefully one day we'll be at the level where we can utilize all their tools.
You will, absolutely.
So, okay. All right, anything else you want to share with the people?
I'm good. I think that was enough. I think that shook them up enough.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, we so want this to be a service. We so want, if I can keep you from making a mistake or giving you encouragement or just, giving you a heads up or something, then our time is worth it. So if you guys want to contact us, feel free. Cherise, they can contact you on Instagram, Facebook?
Show up with Cherise B on all channels.
Okay. All right. Yep. Show up with Cherise B?
Yes.
On all channels. Okay. And then I am Natalie Elliott. You should be able to find me everywhere with the name Natalie Elliott, I think. Actually, I don't even know. I might need to get clear on that, right? So, but we're here. We're here. So
Natalie E. Elliott everywhere.
Everywhere. Natalie A.N. Elliott. So Google me. You should be able to find me and send us the email. Reach out. I know I'm on LinkedIn. And so definitely find me on LinkedIn and send me a link. So, people, y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Audio Jungle.